Welcome to my channel. My name is Patisa. So today's chart is about the mistakes that people do when they are going for their performance appraisal sessions. So I'm going to list a whole lot of information that is going to help you when you go to your next appraisal session. You know exactly that you're not going to do these mistakes. So these are the things that you should pay attention to and make sure that you don't do it. Okay, so let's start. So we're going to start with number one. When you don't do preparation, failing to prepare adequately for the appraisal meeting, and really not reviewing your past goals, your accomplishment, feedback that you've received since the last review. So always saying there in that point that you need to do your homework, make sure that you have captured your accomplishment, make sure that you've paid attention to what you contracted with your boss in terms of the year, and also recap on your last year. What were the areas that you were supposed to work on, and then now you can review on this in this appraisal session, so that you are up to date, your boss is happy with you, or you are also happy with your progress. So another thing that you need to stop doing completely is going into these appraisals review being so defensive and dismissive and reacting defensively to constructive criticism or feedback, and dismissing, invalidating the whole process, dismissing the valid concern raised by the manager or your boss. So basically you need to go in there with an open mind, that there are areas that you can learn and grow. Yes, feedback is very, very painful. It can be painful if you go with a mindset that, oh no, they're going to tell me about all the negative things that I've done. So just a note, if you struggle with feedback, you need to really work on yourself. So please come to this session so that we can do some work on how you receive feedback and all that, because this is an important element of appraisal. Your boss wants to reflect on your progress, wants to reflect on the areas that you have you could have done better. So you being defensive, it doesn't help anything. And understand that there are some bosses who are very destructive in their criticism. So you're going to have to take the criticism and ask questions, and you need to go back and sit where you are in your own house, and then just reflect. I mean, is this true? Could it be that he's not giving me the right information, or she's not giving me the right information? So but being defensive in that meeting is not going to assist you. So pay attention to how you show up to that meeting. Another thing, that number 3, is you not providing evidence or examples, failing to support accomplishment with specific examples or evidence. And this is making it difficult for the reviewer to understand the extent and the impact of these achievements. So basically you need to have a portfolio of your evidence. You need to record everything that you have done, everything that is your achievement, what the client have said about you, things that your boss also have said about you in specific projects. So it's all about capturing all this and having some examples, because when you are discussing your things that you have done well, or when you are reviewing your KPIs, you need to also reflect on what exactly, which project was I exceptionally amazing, where I've received some input, and maybe you can even have some proof in that meeting as well. Capture some proof, or send your boss some proof. Another thing that is also a problem for most people is setting unrealistic goals. So being over ambitious or unrealistic in your goals without considering the practicality or the feasibility within the given time frame or resources that you might have. So essentially you need to as you're going to give your boss new goals, as you also write yourself some goals, they need to be as realistic as possible, so because you're going to be measured accordingly based on those goals. So if this is also your problem, I help people with setting goals, so you can come to coaching sessions so that we can assist you. There's a lot of work. If you are being over ambitious, you are shooting yourself on the foot. You actually doing yourself a disadvantage. So pay attention to unrealistic goals. Make sure that there are some goals, but can you make it? Do you have the capacity to action all those goals within the time period? Okay. So another point is ignoring development opportunities, neglecting to discuss personal and professional development needs or opportunities for growth. So this could be, training that you would need. So these are the things that you need to prepare beforehand as you go to these discussions. You need to say, look at your profile or your career path and say, but what skills do I need? What training do I need? So say you want to move to the next level, you want to be a manager, but what kind of training will help me or just assist me to go to the next level? So you need to also be very strategic when you go to this meeting. If you neglect your own needs, your own personal development needs, if you're those people that are waiting for your boss to say, but I need you to improve on this one, it means you're really not taking your career into your own hands. You're not being accountable to your own career. You're not on a driver's seat of your own career path, because it's very important that you take responsibility all throughout. So you need to also jot down this training that you want to propose to your boss, the skills enhancement, whether you want to seek maybe new projects. When you're feeling bored, you're thinking, oh no, I've been actually in this position or doing the same kind of work for many years. I need some challenge. So you need to tell your boss that. You need to explain to your boss that you need new challenges. So another thing is, we spoke about criticism. Not seeking clarification could be your other downfall. Failing to seek clarification or ask questions when an aspect of the appraisal process or feedback that is unclear, feedback that you're not in, very excited about. You actually feel that there is some misunderstanding, or maybe people are making assumptions based on wrong information. So you have a role to ask for clarification, to ask questions, to ask for examples as well. I mean, you have to give examples of what you have done, but you also can ask your boss for examples so that you can better handle that feedback, so that you can know what is it that you have to do better, you know to fix what your boss have communicated to you. Another one that is also one of those serious one is you're not taking any ownership. I mean, I mentioned ownership just recently. So lack of ownership overall, blaming others or external factors for shortcomings instead of taking responsibility and demonstrating accountability for your own actions. So this is where it becomes not good. It doesn't look good on your character if you're not taking responsibility, if you're not owning up of the things that you could have done better. Because remember, you are work in progress. So all I'm saying is pay attention to this, and then you'll be successful. And don't forget to follow me and don't forget to like